And I wouldn't like lie to you. I hated men at my point so much. Like at some point in my life, I hated men so much because I didn't understand anything. So I come from both point of view. I went through a phase where I loved men so much. I went through a phase when I hated men so much. You know, I hated men because at sometime I think everyone went through some phrases like this. You know, every man walked in my life, you know, whatever, if it's either your relative, whatever, they treated me like a woman. Hear me out, you know, like after when I was small, they treated me like a child, everyone. But there comes this age where everyone starts treating you like a girl, you know, like girl. Why you're walking like that? You're a girl. Why you're eating like that? You're a girl. You know, that type of thing, that you can't do so many things just because you're a girl. So I hated every man because it's mostly men, you know, who like for whom you're treated like that. You know that you're a girl, you have to set a example for this boy, or you're, you know, you can't do this because you will. Okay, let's not go there. Okay. So I hated men. I just thought that why men exist, you know, because if they exist, for them I have to protect myself so much. I have to wear certain way, I have to walk certain way, I have to eat certain way, everything, you know. So I hated them so much. Then I became religious. I started reading about the man of the Islam. I started reading more about our prophets, and I realized how a real man supposed to be and how wonderful they were. They like walked, they talked, the way everything they made their women feel is so amazing that I fell in love with this creation again. You know, even like the way Adam alayhi salam and Hawa Bibi and everyone, even our prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with their wife, like I can imagine, I can't wait to die and meet every one of them. They are the best of best creation of men, you know. And they made me fall in love with you know, male creation, you know, men again, that I can't even you know, describe in words. You know, it makes me want to cry, that how wonderful of men they were. And I try to see those attribute in other men too, you know, understandably, like how most men want the women of Islam to be in their wives, in their daughters, in their mother or whatever, you know. So I assume that we have this quality within us. We don't have to learn that. And I assume that every good deeds, every little smile, every good words they say, they must mean it. They must be from them, you know. So I started falling for little things which is like bare minimum. This is the another things, especially girl, listen to this. If someone is doing bare minimum, don't be impressed. I'm not saying don't appreciate it, but you have to think that would you do the same thing for that same person or other people too? Yes. Then how is it that it's so impressive that you are just going to leave your whole thing, you are gonna stay with this bare minimum stuff for rest of your life? No, in everyone, even a boy or a girl, I don't know why I can't say women and men, okay, we all have certain expectation from our life. We all have certain desires in our life which we must, you know, like do or strive to do, so we become happy in our life, right? You need someone who comes to that standard, who are willing to do the same thing for you, who is gonna work that for you, and you have to agree to do the same thing for that person. This is how we should never, like, just because a person is giving you a cup of tea doesn't mean that he will be there or she will be there with you for all the ups and downs, you know. So use your brain, use your feelings, use everything together, you know. I know all the people in social media, they always say use your brain, don't use your heart. I don't believe in that, okay? We have all those thoughts, those feelings, those emotion and mind, logical things, everything together for a reason. We need to use them together. Okay, and in life we need everything. Okay, nothing, you can't never, you can compromise for one day, yes, good. You can compromise for a month, good. You can compromise for year, good. But you can't sacrifice everything you stand for a single day. Believe me, you can't. You're gonna always regret that. Sacrifice is not supposed to be done for anyone except God. You know, if you want to sacrifice something, sacrifice that for your God, because nobody is gonna give you the same return as other. They will always disappoint you. You might think that I sacrifice everything for this person is going to give me everything in return. No, it's never gonna happen. And even if they do the same thing for you, you're gonna always regret it. You're gonna always suffer that why did I sacrifice that, you know. So always remember that, and always think about that you know, just because someone is doing bare minimum, just because that bare minimum is 100% in that person idea of life, doesn't mean that you're gonna be happy. We can always pretend to be nice, kind, and happy for a small amount of time, but you know, we all have our core beliefs. I don't know what type of example you're thinking, but I'm talking about things which really matters to you. I'm not talking about a car, I'm not talking about a bag, I'm not talking about simple things which can be easily got, you can easily buy. I'm talking about the things you believe, your natural, not natural, the things you you know, value so much in life. You can't sacrifice them for anyone, not a chance. You will never be happy, you know. So after that phrase, I realized that all men, if they're saying some nice things about you, if they're doing the little bare minimum, doesn't mean everything, you know. The thing is always the balance. You will never know about a person, whether it's a boy, it's a girl, or a woman, or man, whatever. You're never gonna know a person until, you know, you see them in every position. You see them from being happy, being sad, angry, and whatever. And we all have so much trauma in us. We all have so much, you know, qualities we don't even know about, which will come in your life. And you have to be understanding no matter what. You know, you have to understand them. You have to be willing to try new things, learn new things, and, you know, choose the things. Like I said before, sometimes some things might be, you know, sensitive to them, difficult to them, or whatever, but might not be difficult to you. And sometimes it might you know, hurt you and might not hurt them. So we should always realize that as a human being, we all are so different from each other. We all understand, see in life differently. We can never explain those things to other people. But at the end of the day, think about your best friend, how you guys are living together. We listen to each other, we don't judge each other, or even we judge, we don't tell them stuff which we know that it's gonna hurt them. You know, sometimes maybe everyone is supposed to live like best friends at the end of the day. And other thing is, like, this world is not only created for men, this world is not only created for women. At the end of the day, if we can't work together as a unit, if we can't work together as a human, this world is not gonna go anywhere. Because we can sit here and argue all day long that which gender is better. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. We can all agree on one thing, that neither of us are right, neither of us are wrong, you know, because we see world and everything in this different point of view, different different sets of life. But I think that's what makes our life interesting. I think that's why Allah created man and woman together, so we don't become bored of our life. We don't become you know what, uninterested in life, because we always have new perspective to learn from. And I hope, I don't know what I said in the last video, but I think I said something like this too. But you know, at the end of the day, we are all dependent on each other. We all have different attributes which completes each other, whether it's your father, mother, sister, brother, whatever, your wife, husband, your children, whatever. We all have different attributes. We need to, unite them. And in the end of the day, unity is the strongest, most powerful thing as a human being, as a creature, we can do. And with that, I'm gonna end this video, and I hope you like this. Let me know what you think, and sorry for my aggression, but it comes with me because whatever. Fia Manila, and bye. This video is not supposed to exist, but it's existing because my last video is in slow motion, 31 minutes of it, so I have no choice to record this indoor. And I don't know why, whenever I do a video indoors, it doesn't work out. It always flops. But whatever. I'm just so tired of it. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. Something is wrong with the YouTube algorithm. Whenever I do a video very scripted, you know, like I make a plan out of it, it doesn't work out. But whenever I do a video which I wasn't even planning to do, it just works out. I don't know. So I hope it does the same thing with this, and I will be so happy. But yeah, I don't have any script. I'm just looking at my laptop because I was so happy and watching a video how to joy or something. I will cut this out. I should ramble first so I get my voice back. I'm just so tired. What should I talk about? Something should come to my mind. I'm so